Hi, I'm Bop. Would you like to say a little rhyme and play a little game with me today? Yeah? Well, we don't need any notes from our pitched bells, do we? Because we're going to use our speaking voices, not our singing voices, for our rhyme. But I do need you to get a chopping board ready with one hand. And this hand is going to be your knife to chop, 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 chop. Because we're going to make a big, yummy, pretend soup. Are you ready to hear our rhyme? Yeah, then we're going to choose what vegetables we're going to put in our yummy soup. Ready, steady, here we go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop at the bottom and chop at the top. What there is left we put in the pot. Chop, chop, choppity chop. And then we put it in the pot of soup. Let's start with chopping up an onion. A big red onion. Have you seen red onions before? They look purple, don't they? But they're called red onions. Let's get ready to chop. Are you going to chop with me? Ready, steady, here we go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop at the bottom and chop at the top. What there is left we put in the pot. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Whoosh! Plop, plop, plop. In it went to the pot. It went plop because I've got some water in there already. Is there water in your pretend pot? Can you see it? Yeah. Are you ready? What should we put in next into our vegetable soup? What big vegetable would you like to chop up? I'm going to chop up a big orange carrot. I love carrots. They're so crunchy and yummy. Are you ready? Ready, steady, here we go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop at the bottom and chop at the top. What there is left we put in the pot. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Whoosh! Plop, plop, plop. In go my little bits of chopped up carrot. What shall we put in next? How about some sweet potato? Also a little bit orange. Have you ever seen a sweet potato? I really like them. Mashed up, they're yummy too. Are you ready? What are you going to put in? Good idea. Shall we chop them up together? Ready, steady, here we go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop at the bottom and chop at the top. What there is left we put in the pot. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Whew. Plop, plop, plop. In it went. What shall we put next into our big pot of soup? I'm going to put in a big cabbage. Now, a cabbage is a really big vegetable, isn't it? So I might have to do slower and bigger chops. So shall we do it a bit more slowly this time? Get your chopping board ready and your big knife. We're going to do big, slow chops. Are you ready? Ready, steady, here we go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop at the bottom and chop at the top. What there is left we put in the pot. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Plop, 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 plop. In they go. Now I think I might chop up something quite small. What small vegetable could I put in my vegetable soup? Maybe I could do a little mushroom. So instead of using my big full hand for my knife, I might use 2 fingers because I only need a small knife to chop up a small mushroom. And I might use a little bit of a quieter voice to chop my smaller vegetable up. Would you like to do it with me? So we're going to use a quieter voice. Ready, steady, here we go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop at the bottom and chop at the top. What there is left we put in the pot. Chop, chop, choppity chop. plop, 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 plop. Well done. I'm going to put one last vegetable into my big pot of soup. What should we put in? I'm going to put in a red pepper. I love red pepper too. In some countries they call it a capsicum. In Australia they call it a capsicum or a red pepper. Get my chopping board ready. Get my, a pepper is medium sized, I would say. I'm going to use 3 fingers for my red pepper. You can use your whole hand if you want to, or you can join me and use 3 fingers. Are you ready to chop up our last vegetable? Yeah? Ready, steady, here we go. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop at the bottom and chop at the top. What there is left we put in the pot. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Whoosh, plop, 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 plop. Let's give it a big stir. Stir, stir, stir the pot. Stir, stir, stir the pot. Starting to smell yummy. I think I might give it a taste. Would you like to give it a little taste with me? Pop your spoon in. Oh, yummy. What a yummy soup. Thank you for making such a yummy soup with me. I really had so much fun. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Up all our vegetables together. I hope you come back next time for lots more fun singing and games with me. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!